Atlantic City is trending upwards, and my three guests today are a huge reason why. We're at the Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall with Scott Critic, Mark Colazzo, and John Henderson. I'm your host, Michael Fagan, and this is Waiter Nation. Scott, you've been the food critic for Atlantic City for some 25 years.
Yeah.
And now you have your own venue here on Tennessee Avenue.
That's right.
So tell me about Tennessee Avenue, what you have, what you offer.
Luckily, we were just named one of the top 10 beer bars in the country by USA
National
Today.
Awesome.
And I think that we're doing some really great things here. I think that our 40 taps are diverse and different than almost anywhere in South Jersey. I think we take great pride in that. Our food is over the top, real casual comfort food. And I think it's just a fun place to go. You know, it's a locals bar that also will be really fun for tourists to come, whether they're looking for a good meal or just really great beer selection, watch the games, check out some art on the walls. And then outside, we have this really awesome beer yard.
So what is your day job now?
Well, I have, well, this is, I guess, my night job. Yeah, so 26 years I've been at the Press of Atlantic City. I'm the director of entertainment publications there, and I run all the events there. And then 4 to 6, I do a radio show, a talk show every day on News Talk 1400. And then night and day, I do this whenever I can, especially on weekends.
Some of the events that you are involved in, I think just last week was the Nightlife Awards?
Nightlife Awards were last week, Wing Wars, Burger Bash, 50 Bites is a big thing that we do every year. And then this year we're going to do Mexican Madness on May 2nd to tap into the Cinco de Mayo thing.
Perfect. 40 under 40 is you?
40 under 40 is in March, yep.
Okay. So from 2 years ago till now, Tennessee Avenue has really blossomed, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, and you know, again, my partner had a theory that if you build it, they will come, and he's right. I mean, not only Maid started it all with the chocolate factory, and then we came, and then Heyday had a coffee shop that's now the Iron Room here, and then we have Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall, Rhythm and Spirits is here, but since then, it's not just us, it's not just what Mark and his partners have done. You know, the yoga studio is next door that Mark helped lure here, but Beret is down the street as part of the Orange Loop. Anchor Rock Club built right on New York Avenue, and there's a hotel being built over there that we can see right from our windows here. Behind us, they even put little Airbnbs behind us. So little by little, this neighborhood is changing. And you know, you can't fix everything overnight. But I got to say, it's a pretty dramatic change of events in 2 years.
Future looks bright.
It does.
So Mark Colazzo is the owner of the Iron Room, which is right next door. However, this whole block was your vision originally, yes?
Yes. Okay. The thought for Tennessee Avenue and what's the Orange Loop now came about to give Atlantic City a main street. Atlantic City didn't really have a walkability and a concentration of amenities, and that's why a lot of younger people didn't want to live here. You probably know from where you work, people get in their car and they drive out to the mainland to go home. Now we're trying to give people a place that they can play in, they work here, and hopefully they'll decide to live here.
Right.
My concept for here is to have, you know, everything in one walkable area.
Park, get something to eat, see a show.
Yes.
Stretch out with the yoga next door, have some chocolate, right? All on one street. It's awesome.
To me, you know, how much of a better experience that you can have coming here for an appetizer, getting dinner at the Iron Room, and finishing off with dessert made by Deb Pellegrino.
And you're not competitive. You're all working together.
We all work together.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, we've done some cooperative events together. We did turducken is a big thing that I celebrate every year. It's a turkey and a chicken and a duck, and we had turducken available here and at Rhythm and Spirits and at Maid, and Charlie made a mole from Deb's chocolate, so everybody's working together. And it's really great having these 4 talented chefs within a few hundred feet of each other.
All talking to each other. What is your day job?
I'm the president of Alpha Funding Partners. We do bridge financing for builders and developers.
Which obviously helped
me finance it, for sure,
Right, to know that business and to understand it, to take on a project of this size. So if you're in hospitality in Atlantic City, whether you're a waiter, a bartender, a venue owner, all we want is the crowds, right? Put us in the weeds and we know what to do from there. Well, my next guest, John Henderson, certainly brings the crowds to Atlantic City. John, welcome.
Hey Mike, what's up, bro?
I'm doing good. So your company is called Good Time Tricycle Productions.
Good Time Tricycle Productions.
That might not sound familiar to everybody, but your events certainly do.
We have a moment now and again, yeah.
You do have a moment again. What's coming up first in April?
So we got the Atlantic City Beer and Music Festival now on our 15th year. It just turned into this little shindig that happens annually between March and April here in Atlantic City. Brings a couple thousand.
Nationally recognized.
It is nationally recognized.
Right.
We are the, I want to say, second largest, second most popular festival in the country.
What are some of the other events that you're known for in Atlantic City that you do produce?
So we produced the Atlantic City Tattoo Expo. We've been doing that for now about 20 years.
Right.
We did the Atlantic City Seafood Festival, which has migrated to Ventnor and turned into the Down Beach Seafood Festival. At the end of the day, my company's job is to entertain people, to create the programs, to drive people to a market. Once we get those people in the market, they've got to find other things to do. So we set them loose on towns and cities, you know, here in South Jersey. You know, these things that come to the city that are tourism drivers are just kind of a small pin in a bigger picture that allow restaurants, you know, like Tennessee Avenue, like the Iron Room, like, you know, any of the casino restaurants to really thrive. They're just kind of getting people started. They're getting people's attention, and then, you know, the Scotts and Marks kind of hold their attention and show them a bigger picture that's 365 versus, you know, the weekend that exists for a beer festival, a boat show, a car show, you know, whatever. Insert event in space.
I mean, besides Beer Fest being a fun week, it's one of the best weeks for us from a business
standpoint.
It's like a summer, you know, a summer week dollar-wise. So, so it really does not just bring traffic to the convention center, brings it to the entire city. The whole city's alive with beer that week.
Yeah, I can say we got lucky with that one. You know, and when we first started it 15 years ago, we didn't know that the economic impact for that weekend was going to be close to $10 million for the entire city. These were things that we weren't forecasting. We just wanted to drink beer and have a party, right? And then as it evolved into more of a, you know, a national recognized festival, there were kind of pieces, you know, that we had to add in that really kind of spoke to tourism. So what we try to do as a festival is, and all of our festivals, any program we have, we try to infuse local personalities to get people's attention who are at the festival saying, hey, you know, you're having a good time for this 4 hours. I'm open till, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning. Come hang out, you know, and drawing them back to the venues. And a lot of our partners do that throughout the city.
Gentlemen, thanks so much for coming on today. I couldn't be more happier. It was all my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Likes, comments, and shares, always so appreciated.
Those are virtual high fives, people. Get on there, like it, high five the shit out of it.
There's a lot going on in Atlantic City and outside of the casinos. I'm Michael Fagan, and this was Waiter Nation.
What casinos? We have casinos?